It's a combination of things. I think, a couple of plays we didn't get, we didn't make that obviously affected that inning. But it looked like Ricky just, I think, started trying to throw his way out of the jam instead of pitching, and got some balls over the heart of the plate, and those guys hit some balls hard. But like I said, if we make a couple plays, I think that inning, definitely doesn't get away from us with 6 runs. But 30 plus pitches in that inning, that was a lot. And for 2 2/3 to throw 65 pitches, that's a lot of pitches, and we just felt it was better to reload. What they've been doing all year, all those guys that came in, they've been really pitching well for us, and that's why I think when we, if we can, match it with our offense, and continue to have the depth and the way these guys are throwing the ball, out of the pen, we're really optimistic about where we can get to. But those guys have been doing it all year; they've been pitching well. Yeah, we've been, ever since it happened last night on a plane, and today with Mike, it's definitely the best course of action for him right now, and I think he's comfortable with the decision, and hopefully everything goes well on Wednesday, and we'll get him back out here as soon as he's healed up. Well, one thing about our offense, Mike obviously has been the lion's share of it. There's a lot of guys that have had a rough first third of the season that need to start to become productive, and we feel they will. I think that if you look at where our offense was, even with everything that Mike was doing, we were not firing on all cylinders. So without Mike, if we get the guys that we feel are talented to get into their game and start doing some of the things they can do, I think we'll be able to absorb a lot of that. That being said, you're not going to replace what Mike brings in the middle of the lineup, but as a whole, 1 through 9, we're going to have to. We have to be more than one guy, and we feel we are. So a lot of the guys, as I talked about, that are having a little trouble in the first 50-plus games of the season, hopefully they're going to start to get comfortable and start to be productive, and then we can do some of the things we need to do on the offensive side.
Is this a mental blow for a team, too, to lose a guy like him?
Well, obviously, anytime a guy's hurt, there's a ripple effect. And when you lose a guy like Mike, he's the way he plays the game, the way he plays with his passion, the way just his presence on the field is huge. His presence in the clubhouse is huge. But we have to be more than one guy, and we feel we are. So even though it's a big loss, it'll be a loss in the clubhouse, on the field. Hopefully the surgery goes well, and he's back in a reasonable amount of time, and and hopefully we'll have our offense in gear by the time he gets back.
What are you seeing from Cole Cousins at bats right now that's different from when he was being such a productive hitter the last couple of years?
Well, there's a cliche about seeing the ball well, and a lot of times, guys throw it around. But I think in this case, there's no doubt that he's a little hard. He's a little jumpy. I think trying to, you're just trying too hard. He needs to definitely exhale and get a little bit, just have things slow down in the batter's box. He's working very hard on it. There's nobody that feels this more than Cole does. And this guy's such a gamer. He does anything for the team, whether it's diving for a ball in right field or pulling for the guys or hitting first, second, sixth in the lineup. He's all about the team. So for him to struggle, there's nobody that feels it more than he does. he's too talented to stay down for a long time. This guy's a good player, and he'll find it. So right now, it's a matter of just slowing some things down in the batter's box, maybe taking some of the things pitchers are giving you, and definitely try to get the whole field in play. And if he does that, I think you'll see him start to swing the bat to his capabilities.